The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read. Your source for news, politics, sports, and all things trending. Here's your host, Marcus Gentry.
And I want to welcome you to the Daily Read, and I am your host, Marcus Gentry. Today is going to be a disturbing show, okay? And I want to thank all of my truck drivers out there for tuning in, and all of you guys out there in the stratosphere that's listening to my voice. They can't see me on YouTube or one of the other platforms that shows my podcast. I've been working on this show for a few weeks now. Of course, I like to do real live stuff that's affecting us in our communities. This show right here is going to be one of my most tragic shows that I've done, that I'm going to do. And it's disturbing. Put your kids to bed or send your kids out the room before you check out this show, because this is for adults. But I think it's necessary because people need to see what actually transpired and what took place in the moments after Ahmaud Arbery got shot. We need to get justice for this young man, and we need to send a message to people out there, regardless of what color you are. You can't get away with forming your own posse and trying to track somebody down and hurt them when you don't have no proof or no evidence that they did anything wrong. I'm not going to do my liquor testing today. I'm drinking coffee. I'm drinking coffee, people, because I want this to be a sobering experience, and I want the people out there to know that this is serious. This is not just a problem in our communities with the police. This is also a problem with privileged white people. They automatically think that we black folks are out here stealing from them and robbing. You know, that's not the case. Does crime happen? Yes. But you seeing somebody running down the street, that doesn't necessarily mean they did anything wrong. We're going to get right into the show. This is important, people, so pay attention. We're going to check out the new video camera footage that has just popped up. They released it. It probably was going to get buried, and a lot of this stuff is going to disturb you. Again, it's disturbing, so just pay attention, and you will see how wrong they did this young man.
6-7 around from TA. Before 10-4.
Dispatch to 184 status.
Got it. Dispatch 10-4 there.
Dispatch all units, move all non-emergent traffic to channel 2.
Got it on film.
All right, guys, everybody's got their weapons up, correct?
Everybody's got the weapons up.
Okay. Dispatch, roll a squad. I'm 10-4.
He had no choice, man.
Clear 10-4.
I'm going to stop this video right here because this is important. It's going to show up later on in the show. The reason I'm stopping the video right here is because you can hear Ahmaud Arbery literally still breathing in the background. You got 2 armed men, white men, walking around his body. Later on in the show, you're going to see how the police officer that arrived on the scene first did not check Ahmaud Arbery's pulse. He didn't lay these men on the ground and secure their weapons. He told them, are their weapons secured? This is wrong, people. He was supposed to arrive on that scene because he said he heard the shots. Later on in the show, you're going to hear the officer talk about how he heard the shots, and when he arrived on scene, these men still had guns in their hands. That officer should have immediately got out of his squad car and drew down on these 2 white men. But because they were white men, he allowed them to put their guns up. This is disturbing. This is disturbing on so many levels. But let's get back to it.
You know where you got shot at, man? Is he shot on the front side too? Okay, all right.
Dispatch 24, I need to know if you were involved.
Negative. It's going to be a black male, middle of the roadway. Looks like about mid-20s. 136. Go ahead and start this way, please.
10-4 en route. Exact address?
Satilla Drive at Holmes Road. Satilla Drive at Holmes Road. I need a unit to bring me some caution tape. Dispatch, tell squad, come on in. This scene's secure.
Clear.
I'm going to stop that video right there again. The scene was not secure, people. You got 2 men who just shot someone. They're not in handcuffs. They're walking around the man's body. The man is still breathing. And the officer stated when he arrived on the scene, these men still had guns out. That scene was not secure. Those men should have been placed in handcuffs and put in the back of a squad car until the police figured out everything that was going on. That's a secure scene. This is so disturbing on so many levels, and it's heartbreaking to see that young man die like that in the street, while police officers are standing around talking about their boot. I cut a lot of this out. I'm giving you full disclosure. A lot of this video showing footage of these officers talking about how comfortable their boots are, the new boots that they bought for their job. I had to cut away from some of this stuff. If you want to see the full video, because I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing, I'm not hiding nothing, it's all on YouTube. I might even put a post to it in the description below. But I had to cut some of this out for time purposes. But that scene was not secure. Let's get back to it.
198, I just closed your stop out verbal at 10-4.
8 firm. 6723.
Clear 67.
No. He's about to be 10-7, man.
Is that you or
No, that's them.
Now, if you listen to what that cop said, he did not check Ahmaud Arbery's pulse, but he can hear Ahmaud breathing. The officer arrived on the scene. He asked him, was there a pulse? He said, nah, nonchalantly, while he's taking pictures of a dying man. Didn't offer no aid or assistance to him. Went in the shade and took a picture while he's in the sun laying on that hard. And if anybody been a kid out in the street playing in the street and you done sat on the concrete on the sidewalk, you will know that that sun, it gets hot. It heats up that asphalt. This man is dying on a hot asphalt. Still got breath in his body. and he nonchalantly is taking pictures and telling the other officer that arrived on the scene that, hey, he's 10-7. He's not breathing. There's no pulse. This is disturbing.
Yeah, right here.
Again, this is like this is something that's unreal, people. But because of today's technology, we see everything now. Everybody has a phone in their pocket. The phone, like a mini computer that has a camera. There are cameras on every light pole in America almost. You know, it's inescapable. There's cameras everywhere. And we seeing it now. This stuff has been going on for decades. Decades. I got footage of one of the police officers for 20 minutes walking around trying to find the man that shot Ahmaud Arbery some water to drink. Instead of putting handcuffs on him and putting him in the back of a squad car. I mean, she's going from one officer to another, asking him, do you got any water to drink? I need it for the guy over there. And it's disturbing. She's trying to get this man some water so he can beat the heat, while Ahmaud Arbery's body is laying on that hard, hot asphalt. I'm finna get into the first commercial break, people. I need to take a break for a second. And when we get back, we're going to continue on and watch this new video footage, disturbing video footage of Ahmaud Arbery's final moments.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
We think of history as something that's in the past and forget that we are making it.
Josh Hawley.
Oh, Josh.
You had it all. You were on track for a bright career.
So much potential.
A leader in American politics.
Building a legacy.
You went to the right schools.
Stanford, Yale.
You built your connections.
On your way up.
Won your seat.
A winner.
It had all come together.
You didn't learn a thing.
But then,
Sedition.
you made a choice.
The wrong choice.
A choice to stand against America.
Traitors.
You stood with insurgency instead of democracy.
What a waste.
You pledged your allegiance to Donald Trump.
You're his guy.
And all that came with him.
White supremacists.
These are your followers now.
Losers.
These are your allies.
You're a disgrace.
You made your choice.
What were you thinking?
The wrong choice.
What will you do now?
You can't distance yourself from it.
You can't escape it.
You led it.
They were following you.
This
Your fault.
is your coup.
Your failure.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
And we're back with the Daily Read, and I'm your host, Marcus Gentry. Today we're revisiting the Ahmaud Arbery case. A lot of new video footage has come out over the last few weeks of the final moments of Ahmaud Arbery's life. And I really think this is necessary. People need to see this. People need to see this and understand this and see why we protest, why some of your young men riot. This is not like them people that stormed the Capitol. You know, white privileged people who feel like their racist leader didn't win or won and they got cheated. This is something different. This is disturbing. I got some more video footage because I want you guys to see and listen to how they interviewed these people and treated them with kid gloves.
Just breathe, okay?
Now, let me set this up for you. That woman you see in the video, that female officer, she must be a corporal or something. I had to cut away a lot of this video for time purposes because most of these videos is like 45 minutes long. My show is only an hour. A lot of the video you see her, and particularly her, trying to comfort these people, walking around begging and asking other officers for water so she can give to Ahmaud Arbery's killer. There's even a clip of her telling another officer that she thinks is self-defense. You know, like they're trying to shovel this under the rug. This stuff is disturbing. But just by their testimony alone on the scene of the crime, they should have been placed in handcuffs immediately. Let's get into it.
I'm retired GSP. I'm living right here.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
I'm not sure yet. I don't know.
Fatality there?
Was that?
Fatality?
I'm not sure. I just got
I'm
here.
going to walk up to the line if that's all right.
If you don't mind just hanging back here, we don't have any pictures or anything yet. So if you just kind of hang out back there by the back side of that car for me, we'll get you.
What was that about? Some white man with a military hat on pulls up, walks up to the police like he'd been doing this before, and asks could he walk up to the crime scene. Officer, I guess he's aware that his body camera is on. So he tells the man, no, step back. Now just think if he wouldn't have had the body camera. That old man right there you see with the military hat on probably would have been all over the scene, crime scene. Just standing around watching, asking questions. What purpose was he there? Who was that guy? I mean, this whole video is disturbing. Listen to Ahmaud Arbery's killer. Listen to Ahmaud Arbery's killer describe what happens, and you be the judge for yourself.
Hey, sir.
I'm trying to call my wife and let her know what's going on.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license on you by chance?
No, I haven't. It's up here at my house.
Okay. What did you see anything?
All right, here's what precipitated the whole thing. I'm standing out here working on my boat cushions in the back of my truck.
Where's your...
Right over here, 230.
Okay.
Right down here. This guy, who we've seen on video numerous times breaking into these other houses, he comes hauling ass down the street. I mean, he's got it hooked up.
Was he on foot?
On foot.
Okay.
On foot. I mean, he ain't jogging. He's hooked up. I run in the house. I said, Travis, the same guy that broke in the house down there.
And who's Travis?
My son. The guy that shot him.
Okay.
I said, come on, let's go. So Travis runs. He gets his shotgun. Because the other night, the guy stuck his hand in his pants. And so I grabbed my .357 Magnum. It's an old Glenn County PD issue, by the way, when I was out. And so we take off. I jump in. My grandson's car seat is in the front. So we can't move it. Don't have time to move it. So I kind of sit on top of it. We see him come around the corner. He's going down here. We pull up beside him. Hey, stop! We want to talk to you. And he just keeps on running. And he's looking at us. I mean, we're this close to him, And he keeps on running. And then Roddy pulls out at some point. I don't remember exactly.
Except Rodney?
Roddy.
Roddy?
R-O-D-D-Y.
Where was he?
I don't know. He lives down the street here somewhere.
Okay.
Anyway, he pulls out. We've already passed this house. I think he lives the second house down there on the left. Anyway, we've already passed this house. The guy turns around and he starts running back this way. Roddy pulls out in his truck and kind of blocks him. So I said, Travis, go back that way. He said, no, I'm going to go head him off. So sure enough, he comes around. We come back down here, and he's right here. And he starts running past us. And Travis backs up and says, hey, stop. We want to talk to you. Or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact words that was said. By this time, I'm in the back of the truck. So the guy, he's looking dead at us, he's like, from me to you. And he turns and he runs. Travis gets out with the damn shotgun. and runs up there, and I said, Travis, don't shoot, don't do anything. The guy turns and comes at him, and they start wrestling, and Travis shoots him around the damn chest. The guy was trying to take the shotgun away from him. He's got it on video.
That testimony alone right there, people, should have been enough to put them guys in handcuffs. You saw a man running down the street, decided, there he go, and jumps in your car, your truck, grab guns, and chase him down. Notice the man didn't say he had a weapon on him. He didn't say he was carrying no stolen goods. They should have been placed in handcuffs immediately. This was a failure of the system for Ahmaud Arbery. This was a failure. I want to continue on with his testimony because this guy basically is implementing this guy named Roddy. See, Roddy was on CNN telling people he had nothing to do with it. He just saw it going down and started recording. But that's a lie. The reason why they locked Roddy up is because Roddy was trying to block Ahmaud Arbery off also. He didn't even know what was going on. All he saw was two white men, and he's white, chasing down a black man, and he wanted to get in on the fun. This is disturbing. Let's continue on with this man's testimony.
Do me a favor, hang tight.
Yeah, I ain't going to.
Let me go.
I would like to get his blood out. I rolled him
to
check his pulse.
Yeah.
Or didn't roll him. I pulled his hand out funny because he had his hand stuck up under his head. I pulled his arm out, and then I realized he didn't have anything in his hand, and saw that this ain't gonna last long.
Again, they treated these men with so much white privilege. It's disturbing. It's unbelievable, people. And the reason why that testimony is going to come in the picture later on, it's going to be important for the bigger picture of this, is because that man right there shot his .357. There were actually 3 shots. Ahmaud Arbery got shot in the chest twice by this man's son. But this man also fired off his .357. There were 3 shots. If you go back and look at the video that everybody saw months ago, the white guy, the father, was on the back of the truck and he fired off a shot. By that time, I'm not going to show the video again of Ahmaud Arbery actually getting into the tussle and dying. But by that time, the man shot his shot. Ahmaud Arbery was in fight or flight mode. And if anybody know what fight or flight means, that means either you're going to run, which he tried to do it first, and they kept blocking him off. And when your back is to the corner and your back is against the wall, you're going to fight. That's the reason why Ahmaud Arbery probably was trying to take the man's gun. Fight or flight mode. Let's continue on.
So is there any way I can...
Give me just a second.
Sure.
Let me get some pictures and stuff like that,
sure.
and we'll get everything taken care of, okay? Give me just a minute.
I was chief investigator with the DA's office for 23 years, so I know what you got to do. I know everything,
Yeah, we just
cover all
take our time.
Cover all the bases.
Exactly.
Absolutely. We're here to help.
There you see he's trying to throw his weight around as being a retired police officer, a retired investigator. And see, when you look deep into this story, you'll find out that that gun was supposed to be turned back in once he retired. But he wound up keeping this pistol that he actually shot at Ahmaud Arbery, because there were 3 shots. If you notice, if you go back to the first of this video, the officer that arrived on the scene allowed that man to put that weapon up. The shotgun was still in the street. Let's get back to it.
Hey Greg.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. You're doing this. I do know Greg. How you doing?
I know y'all will take him down.
Yeah, he's gonna have the interview.
Yeah. Y'all don't put him in cuffs, are you?
No. Why would he be in cuffs?
Well, I can't see up through that.
No, he's in the ambulance right now. They're cleaning some of the blood off.
I got you. Can I?
Now, this was crazy. This man was a 30-year veteran as a detective, an investigator. He knows that his son did wrong. That's why he asked this officer. This is the same female officer that was running around trying to find Ahmaud Arbery's killer some water. He asked her, "Are y'all gonna put him in cuffs?" She said, No. He was supposed to have been in cuffs. He's supposed to have been in the back of a squad car and taken downtown and then sorted out. If it was a black man, a brown man, Chinese man, any other color besides these white men, they would have been face down on the ground, guns pointed at them, and then they would have been trying to figure out what happened later on. This is crazy. Let's continue on.
Yeah, brother?
Oh, yeah, bro. Right when I passed the 1037 call at the house that I was looking for, man, they called out. I was coming right through there, and I heard the shots. It took me a minute to grasp what's going on. I heard the shots, that was coming through, but I didn't realize what had happened until I got right there. And then, as I was coming around right about where the fire truck is, dude, when the shots went fired, I was running that freaking bush over there, coming this way. And then when I got around here, man, he was already on the ground. It took me a minute to see, kind of see what had happened. He's the one that come out for it.
Yeah. Well, apparently he's been in here several times. They've got him on video. Or at least that's what I've been told. You got the video and everything?
Caitlin gave the phone to somebody to try to get the video off. It was too long to send my email.
Okay.
I even tried cropping it, it wouldn't send. So I think he's a good cooperative witness. So he's gonna talk to investigators and I'll let them pull the video off. Appreciate your help, brother. Yeah, absolutely, man. This would be so much for one person. If we all get stick in pieces, man.
Yeah, the only person I've talked to really is
the guy I was in the truck with was the main witness.
Gregory, the father.
Okay.
I got his story. It's a little confusing.
Did he see it or you just heard it?
He was in the back of the truck.
He was in. Oh, okay. This guy here. Yeah, he was in the back of the truck.
Yeah, the story was kind of confusing as far as like where they went and what happened, but basically
that's confusing too. About going this way, that way, while they were fought. Yeah, that's a little bit weird. Haven't put that together yet.
See, y'all got to understand this, people. The reason why it was weird is because it was illegal. In their mind, they're trying to rationalize why they're not putting these people in handcuffs. You chased an unarmed man down, going this way and that way. Ain't nothing weird about that. You chased him down with guns. They should have been in handcuffs. It wouldn't have been weird if these people were black. This is some crazy stuff. That's the officer that arrived on the scene, that was going around saying that he heard the gunshots. And when he pulled up, he saw these men still had their guns out and Ahmaud Arbery was laying in the streets. My question is, how come you guys didn't draw your guns out on these men and put them on the ground?
Man, I had just passed the house and they called he was out there and I was rolling real slow. Right, I got out. Yeah. I come through here, they called come out about him running. So as I passed the house, I saw him at. As I get about right there, in the open, I hear the shot going off, right? I'm like right there. So as I rolled up, it took me a minute. I was looking around trying to figure out where they're coming from. And I saw the two guys with the gun over here. When I got right here, they were still standing there with guns in their hand. He was already fell down, dude. But I heard the shots and I was right with that, right around that corner right there.
Now, again, people, the reason why this is so disturbing is because this officer, who should have been fired, when he said he arrived on the scene, Ahmaud Arbery was laying in the streets and these men still had guns in their hands. Y'all know how this goes. He should have opened his car door, drew his weapon, stood behind his car door, and told them to place them guns on the ground and get on the ground. That's what he should have done. These men still had weapons in their hands. He's arriving on the scene and don't know what happened. All he's seeing is two men standing over a body. He should have immediately put the men on the ground, told them to drop their weapons, and secured that scene. Like I said, this is one of my most disturbing shows. But it's necessary. It's necessary because people need to see this. People need to see what's going on out here. Because they keep saying that we're just complaining. We're not. Whether it's Breonna Taylor or George Floyd, we also saw that video. Man kneeling on this man in a whole nother state, people. This is a whole nother state. Thousands of miles away. Same stuff. Police brutality. We'll get into this next commercial break. And we're going to get back. We're going to finish this off.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
Me and Bae gon' always be tight, though you not with me every single day and night. Even when they start to acting like a fool, yeah, they loving every single thing you do. You know that they can always be themselves. They love each other more than anybody else. And every day as you see them on YouTube, you know there's not one, it'll always be just two. Too stupid Emily, too stupid Emily, too stupid family. They'll make you scream. It makes me wanna sing. It's a family thing, the family. Too stupid family, too stupid family. They'll push your buttons. It makes me wanna cry. It's a family thing, the family. Too stupid family.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
All right, we're back with the Daily Read, and I'm your host, Marcus Gentry. I had to do this video because, like I said, Ahmaud Arbery needs justice, and I know we've been going over a lot of things that politics has been going on with Donald Trump and politics and things like that, but his reign of terror, Donald Trump's reign of terror, is over with. That don't mean we won't go back and revisit that, because there's still things going on with his impeachment and things like that. But it's time to put him to rest. It's time to move on from that. This right here is important. It's important because people need to see this. The Georgia District Attorney's Office tried to cover this stuff up. They was in the wrong for that. He needs justice. This next guy right here is named Roddy. He's the guy who claimed he wasn't involved, but the whole time, since the beginning, the police knew that he was. That's why they had to arrest him later on. The police already had this video. Listen to how Roddy, the police asked him. The police tried to give him softball questions to try to get himself out of this. And the man was so dumb, he didn't understand that the police had his body camera on and was trying to ask him, was you involved? And the man admitted, well, yeah, I guess I was. Listen to this very carefully, people. This is why he got arrested too.
How you doing, sir? Hey, man. All right, so you're a passerby coming through?
Nah, not necessarily.
Okay.
They come running by.
Step up here to shade. We'll get a chance.
Now, you hear what he said, right? He just wanted to be a part of the posse. He wanted to be a part of the good old boys chasing this black guy down because they thought he did something with no proof, no evidence. They just saw him running. Running while black. Let's hear some more, Roddy.
All right, so where were you located at?
Right, 307, which is two houses down. Perfect.
Okay, you were 2 houses down. At what number again?
Oh, 307.
307.
Working on my porch.
307 what now?
Burford.
Dispatch 136.
That road turns into Burford right
Okay.
there. Alright, so I'm on the porch and I see him running by, and I see them come by in the white truck.
Okay, you guys running by this direction here?
During one of
Okay,
these
running that
traffic, I
direction.
didn't want to interrupt.
So when I
We
see
did
him,
receive a call from
I knew
another male.
like the people were getting broken into out here.
Right.
You know, so I hollered at them. I said, "Y'all got him?" And he just kept running. He was full bore running down Burford. They got down to the end down there somewhere. I must have passed him because I pulled out of my driveway. Was going to try to block him. He was going all around it, and I made a few moves at him, you know, and he didn't stop. He ran down here, and I stopped about where the fire truck is, and then he's this way. So I came this way. He got down around down there, about halfway actually.
This man just implicated himself in a murder. Straight dummy. I mean, seriously, he just implicated himself in a murder. Doesn't make any sense. These people tracked down Ahmaud Arbery just because he was black and running through their neighborhood. You heard at the beginning of the show, the man who was actually over the construction of that house, he said in later interviews, not only did he say Ahmaud Arbery didn't steal nothing, he said people are curious. They go inside that construction site all the time. It wasn't just Ahmaud Arbery. He said he has white people that'll walk into that construction site and look around. People just are curious like that. But they picked out Ahmaud Arbery as some kind of villain who's not supposed to be there. This guy Roddy is going to tell the truth about how many shots. Later on, you're going to hear him tell the truth about how many shots was fired. Now, the man who killed Ahmaud Arbery, his father said there was 2 shots. He said 2, but there was actually 3. And if you go back and watch the video of them tracking Ahmaud down and Ahmaud get into a scuffle with the McMichaels, you can literally hear 3 shots. 2 shots from the shotgun and 1 shot from the 357. Here we go.
Not quite at the end.
All right, pause for a
And
minute.
turned around.
So first he was running this way.
Yep.
Then he came back.
Yep.
All right, come up this way.
It kind of chilled for a second right there.
Okay.
Got his breath, and then come this way.
Okay.
I went that way.
And he was still running, or jogging and running at least at this point? Was he still running?
Yeah, he was running like all an ass.
Okay.
And they started coming from that way.
Okay, they is in this
white truck.
White truck.
Yeah. And I tried to kind of block him again. I didn't
Okay.
really know who that was at the time, but I tried to block him again. That didn't happen. They went around me, so I turned around, come back. About the time I was fixing to get out the truck or see what he was doing.
Now, again, that officer right there, once he found out that he tried to block him and those other men tried to block him and he got a dead body in the street, those men should have been arrested immediately. This is not rocket science. He just implicated himself in a murder, tracking somebody down and murdering him. He just implicated himself in that. Let's continue on.
When he started coming back towards me.
Okay, so at this point you guys are where? Still up here?
No, we had all.
Okay, so
come back.
He went up, and then did he turn around on his own and come back this way?
Yeah.
Okay, so he turned around, came back this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, continue.
I mean, get a little fuzzy right there, but they all jump out in the damn truck. He turns around, comes, sees me. He turns back around and starts hauling ass that way.
Okay.
He's out the truck on the driver's side, and he had the shotgun.
Okay, who did?
the driver's side.
The driver of this truck had the shotgun.
Right.
Okay.
Travis over there. I guess.
All right. So pause 1 minute so I can get it right. So when he got out with the shotgun, where was the black male at that time?
Man, I want to say about the middle of this driveway.
Okay.
But on the road right there.
Yes.
And then Travis.
That's fine. Hey, first of all, take your time. You're good, man.
He never really raised his gun to him.
Okay.
But about that time, he come over and started just wailing on his face. The black dude started hitting the white guy in the face.
Okay. And this occurred where? Around the driveway or right here?
Around the driveway area.
Now, listen to this carefully, people. This is the moment where the white man is trying to cover for the other two white men because he's realizing now that he's making a statement. Because the officer asked him specifically, where was the black man at? He said he was in the mouth of the driveway. Who approached who? He said the man got out the truck with the shotgun. That's why the cop asked him who approached who. At that moment, he realized that he got to protect these two white men. So that's why he skipped ahead to the point where he's not telling this cop that, hey, we chased this guy. We don't know what he was doing, but we chased this guy. They jumped out with guns. So the man probably had to fight for his life. He's not telling this cop that. He's realizing now that, oh, I'm making a statement. I got to clean this up a little bit. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes, the way he started talking. And he finally realized that, these guys might get put in handcuffs by what I'm saying. Listen to this.
Around the driveway area, okay.
Yep.
Now, did this gentleman here, right? Did he walk up to the black guy with the shotgun?
No, it was Travis.
Okay, the other guy.
With all the blood on him.
He's standing there with the shotgun.
Yep.
The guy.
No. Travis has got the shotgun.
Okay, this guy's got the shotgun. He was the one in the truck.
Actually, he was around the front of the truck by this point, and he had a pistol.
Who was driving the truck?
Travis.
Okay. So tell me about Travis. Start at that point again. Where was Travis at? Because I want to make sure I knew who jumped out of the truck with the shotgun. Who jumped out of the truck with the shotgun?
Travis.
Okay. He got out of the truck with the shotgun. Then what happened?
He come around the other side.
Okay.
Greg here. Come around the other side.
With a pistol.
Okay. By that time,
this gentleman here is standing on this side of the truck with the shotgun.
Yep.
Okay.
And they were hitting on each other.
All right, pause right there for me.
All right.
He's right here with a shotgun. This guy went around the other side with.
I'm going to stop that right there. Look, listen, learn, people. The man is realizing that from what he's saying, these two white men that he probably know because all of them live in the same neighborhood, they probably buddy. He's starting to realize that, hey, from what I'm saying, these men might get put in handcuffs because the officer is specifically asking him who got out the truck with that shotgun, because there's a dead black man who's unarmed. He didn't bring no gun to this fight. He was running. So just pay attention to how he's finally realizing that, and instead of him shutting his mouth and just going silent until he talked to his lawyer, he keeps going on and on. Listen very carefully. Watch how this go down.
A handgun. Black gentleman standing right here around the driveway area.
Well, he's still in the road. He never
okay,
makes
so
it to
right
the
right
driveway.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. At what point? What happened there with the three individuals?
Man, I think the black guy come over. I mean, like I say, the gun was about like this.
Okay.
From what I remember seeing, the gun was about like this. Black guy come over and started wailing on his head.
Okay.
On Travis's head.
Okay. And do you remember where were you at this point?
Back a little further than I am right now.
Okay.
In the truck.
Did that occur closer toward the truck? Did the black guy advance toward the truck a little bit?
No. Travis was on this side.
Okay.
Black guy comes this way.
Okay.
Eddie.
All right. And that was around the front of the truck then.
I had to stop it again, people. This is key. The officer is asking him, did the black guy advance on the truck? And he said specifically no. So if the black guy, Ahmaud Arbery, that's his name, people. If Ahmaud Arbery didn't advance, that means these men got out them cars and their truck with guns and approached Ahmaud. They should have been placed in handcuffs immediately. And see, Roddy is starting to realize he's a dummy, but the way the police was trying to help him, and I fault the police for this too. Because number one, they should have arrested them guys immediately. Number two, the police is trying, instead of just taking the statement down, the police is actually trying to help this guy, help him out. Because he's asking the specific questions like, hey, who advanced on who? Listen to this now.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Where is he at during this physical altercation?
He's standing kind of more in front of the truck.
Okay.
With his pistol.
Okay. And where is the shotgun located at during this? While the black guy is punching, you said the black guy was punching the white guy in the face, right? In the head?
Yeah.
While he's punching him, where is
Most of the time it's down like this.
Okay.
And Travis really can't get away from him, can't pull up with the shotgun. I think Travis even gets a lick or two in.
Okay.
And the other black guy gets another lick or two in. And about that time the shotgun gets raised up and he pulls the trigger.
Okay.
And then it seems like it goes for a second of struggling again.
Okay.
I mean, like good 10 seconds maybe.
Okay.
Before again. I think I heard three shots.
1840, any unit down there. Could you guys get a statement from that gentleman right there with the red beard, please?
Now, remember earlier in the show when I told you how Ahmaud Arbery's killer, Mr. McMichael's son, he told how his son shot Ahmaud Arbery twice in the chest. But he never told the police about him shooting his pistol. There were 3 shots. Rowdy just said it was 3 shots. If you go back and look at that video, one of the shots from the older McMichael hit the ground. You can see the dirt kicking up when he shot that 357. He missed Ahmaud Arbery. Then that's when the son shot Ahmaud Arbery twice in the chest. Go back and look at that video, people. And then I'm finna go back to what the father said.
So I jump in the back of the truck. We haul ass around, come up this way. And at that point, I'm trying to think how it was. Anyway, the guy's here. He's running down an damn road, and in the meantime, we're hollering, "Stop! Stop! Stop! We want to talk to you." And we get up next to him, and I said, "Stop! God damn it!" You know. And then Travis jumps out with the shotgun, and he runs up here, and the guy, at some point, the guy more or less attacks him. Runs towards him, and they get a fight over the damn shotgun, and bam! And then a second later, bam! So it's all such a damn blur. I couldn't tell you exactly. I may have stuff slightly out of order, but
but how many shots were there? 2.
Yeah.
Now the reason why I had to go back and replay that is because the elder McMichael never told the police that he shot his pistol. But he did. That's why those 2 men should have been placed on the ground, handcuffed, arrested. All of the guns should have been bagged up and taken down to the police department. Because the police have ways of telling if a gun has been shot or not. This is some disturbing stuff. We need to get justice for Ahmaud Arbery. He needs it. That man died in the street, surrounded by bigots. And yes, they are bigots. I'm not just saying that because they shot a black man. I'm saying that because word has come out that the younger McMichael said the N-word. Out there on the scene, on the crime scene. He said the N-word. You know, when he was describing Ahmaud. So I'm sorry, people. It is what it is. That man died out there surrounded by racists and surrounded by police officers that really didn't give 2 shits about him because of the color of his skin. If that was a black man that did the shooting, when that police officer pulled up on the scene and seen them guns, he would have jumped out of his squad car, drew down on them two men, and told them to drop the pistols and lay on the ground. He didn't do that. This is white privilege in all of its glory. Right here. You seeing it. I hope y'all learned something from today's show. I know this was a disturbing show, but it needed to be done. Because people need to see this. People need to see how we are being done every day. Every day. Somewhere in America, every day, the police and the community, when it comes to white people, police different. We need justice for Ahmaud Arbery. This is the Daily Read, and I'm out.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
Business.